What is going on, everybody? It is Craig, and I am back with movie number 88 for 2024. And I gotta say, I am so happy I made some of the choices I did in watching the stuff I did today. As I say before, a lot of times these videos, I know they drop once a day when I do them, but I usually watch several movies and then record them all together, etc., etc. So I watched 3 movies today. I'll probably watch a fourth and a fifth later since I have the time to get them in. And all 3 of them, good. This one, though, might be my favorite. It is a movie. I don't know if it just launched this week or anything, but I was looking through Amazon Prime, and it is Deer Camp 86. And it's set in 1986, so I always like that. I love the old school horror movies. When I go back and look at them from the 80s, I kind of happy not seeing the technology, the cell phones, the this, the that. So I dig that. This movie, essentially a bunch of guys go camping. Something bad happens at the bar they were at, not sure who did it or anything like that. And it creates essentially a creature of sorts. It's an avenging spirit, if you will. Reason I like this movie so much is it is one of the better movies I've seen in a long time from the angle of you actually care about each and every character. Now, as you learn certain things about some characters, you definitely care a lot less. I'm not going to spoil anything since it is a 2024 movie and it, again, may be fairly new. But you get great depth and you do have a lot of guys just being guys. And there's so many random funny lines and facial expressions. Like, at one point in the bar, the group is dealing with a bunch of racist rednecks, etc. And they call them, they use a gay slur and they use racial slurs on them, etc. But then the one guy goes, after being given a gay slur, he looks at me and goes, "Well, I'm just going to come at you and be your backdoor stranger then, ain't I?" And like the guy who was talking smack didn't know what to do with that. I just thought it was funny, the reaction, the facial expression, etc. And that particular character was a badass. He was a former vet, and that plays a role in some things later on in the movie. But yeah, all the characters. You have the bigger guy who's really the drink champion. At a younger age, I see a little of myself, although he's a lot more of an asshole than I'd like to think I ever was. Hopefully that's true. You have the guy who broke up with the girlfriend, is now longing. You have like the nerdy character. You have just one guy who's just a regular, genuine good dude. You have the guy who has the truck. And then it's all kind of about how they survive, what happens if they survive, etc. But it's just fun. It really is. I mean, this isn't a movie you're going to sit in here and give it a 10. Even the way I grade things based on budget, this movie does look like it had a decent budget. Maybe it was made to go straight to Prime or something like that. It definitely wasn't one of those, micro budget films or anything. But in today's world, micro budget might mean a lot different than it does. Because I know people, Terrifier 3 is blowing up at the box office and they talk about how it's a low budget film. It's like, well, Terrifier 3 still cost a lot of money to make in relation to what All Hallows Eve cost. But these reviews to me are always a little weird because I don't want to spoil stuff because I think you'll have fun with it. I will tell you it becomes slow at one point. So you get a lot of stuff and then you get a lot of build, and then you get like big payoffs. But that is okay to me because that is the reason you're able to have the characters so developed. That is the reason that you like the characters as much as you did. I mentioned that I'm going to film a couple other reviews today. The last movie I'm reviewing, I'm not going to put as high as this because even though it had some cool things in it, you really didn't care much about any of the characters. Maybe one a little bit, but this one you had fun with. Even if the characters turned out to be, some of them may not have, at the end might have heard some stuff about them, etc. you don't love. But I definitely recommend it. If you like this type of film, if you want the 80s back a little bit so you don't have to worry about technology and things like that. And I will say the effects and stuff is good. Even a very gnarly deer tick in the scrotum, which, that's how you know you have a friend. If you have a friend who kicks a deer kick out of your scrotum for you, that's a buddy. That's a pal for life. But anyway, I am going to give this a 6 out of 10. I am probably being a little bit of a prisoner of the moment. If I thought about it, maybe I'd scale back a little, but it's definitely over a 5. but we're saying 6, so that's what we're sticking with. So, Deer Hunt, what is it? Deer Hunt 86. I said, the title will be in the thing. Again, a bunch of movies today, but 6 out of 10. And again, this is movie number 88. So we're getting there. Peace.